Hello everybody, you are welcome to this short presentation about artificial intelligence and machine learning in 10 minutes. Well, it will not be 10 minutes, like a bit more, but I will try to keep it as short as possible. Okay, so what is the topic, or what are the outlines of this presentation? We will talk about what is artificial intelligence in general, what is machine learning, why AI and machine learning, and we also present a few applications and compare between artificial intelligence and machine learning, why now and what is next. Finally, we will give some conclusions. Okay, what is artificial intelligence? Actually, artificial intelligence could be defined as a man-made system that can process input data in intelligent way and react or respond in a rational way, maybe similar to human rationalities. We may call a system with AI or the item that it takes the responsibility of AI as intelligent agent. So what is intelligent agent? So intelligent agent, or in general way, the artificial intelligence in general, that it should have like three main functions that they should have. That first, it should have the ability to sense the environment, as you can see here. So the environment actually can be, for example, your keyboard, it can be your screen, it can with input facility, or it can be like a chess board, or it can be the road in autonomous car, it can be it can be patient. For example, if we have like a medical intelligent agent, then they need to sense the parameters of the patient, for example, the blood analysis, blood pressure, gender, and so on, age, and so on. So those are the environment that the intelligent agent needs to sense. So first thing, that the intelligent agent should have the possibility for sensing, for example, camera in the autonomous car, for example, and GPS, and so on. So sensing the environment, it gives data to the intelligent agent as input. So this data, of course, wherever and whenever you have measurements, it means that these measurements can be noisy, it can be biased, it can be distorted, it can be like time varying in a random way, so it's stochastic. So that when we measure the data from the environment, the intelligent agent will try to react in proper way, for example, to maximize some utility function or minimize some risk or cost function. So, and then based on that, they will take some certain strategy or certain action to the environment. Actually, when they take the action to the environment, then the state of the environment should change in a way, in certain way. Then the new state can be sensed again by the sensors of the artificial of the intelligent agent, and it comes as input again, and then takes another action in order to improve the states in the way that we achieve the goals or the objective of the intelligent agent. For example, to achieve certain like maximum or the best possible utility or the minimum possible risks and costs. Of course, the environment or the intelligent agent could work in an environment with different other intelligent agents as well. So in that case, different intelligent agents will compete for the same environment. Let us, for example, we have this this online store that it is run by or they are run by different intelligent agents, and then they set the prices based on the actions of the other intelligent agents. So they are competing in this way, and we have already some very interesting algorithms to deal with such situation, like in game theory. So this is the basics of intelligent agents. So we have sensing, we have goals they need to achieve, then we have actions that they can act to change the state of the environment in the better way for the intelligent agent, or in the sense of the goals that we want to achieve. Okay, this is the artificial intelligence. Now, what is machine learning? So the concept of machine learning is the paradigm or the algorithm that gives us the opportunity to learn from data. So we have data and we want to learn from data. So this is the main or the major target or the major mission of machine learning. Okay, so we need to extract information from data. Data doesn't mean information. The information can be buried in this data, can be deeply buried, it can be invisible, but they are there in the data. But data might be biased, might be like noisy, might contain junk, a lot of junk data, might be redundant data, but there is something there. So of course, if we know this information, we don't need to extract for it or to look for it. But usually the exact or the detailed information is unknown for us, and we are looking for this. So we use what is known today as data mining. So information is the gold and data is the raw that we have material, the raw material, and now we are mining to extract the information, which is the gold for us. Okay, we have different kinds of machine learning algorithms. It depends on the type of available data. Mainly we have these 4 classifications of machine learning algorithms. So machine learning algorithm, remember that it is just mathematical algorithms. Most of them, they are based on either probability models, because we have always uncertainty, and this uncertainty about data could be modeled as some a probability distribution or multivariate probability distributions, or it can be based on linear algebra that we can apply some algorithms with ignoring their own distribution or the uncertainty. So we can deal with the problem in deterministic way or on a stochastic way. So most of the algorithms are based on these 2 concepts. So, and also the type of data. So type of data, it can be, for example, we have data with labels. So for example, if we have data about historical data about in hospital about patients, so we have some artifacts or some parameters of every patient, and after a while that we know in exact way almost that what was the problem in that patient. So, or we have like diesel machines that it has some measurements, some sensors that measuring the temperature, vibration, and so on. And after that, after a couple of years, these machines has been for example, it had some kind of faults. So we have a lot of data, historical data. We try to take this data and to learn from history in order to build a better models that they can predict for the new data that we have. So if we have the machine learning with a lot of with labeled data, then we can use what is known as supervised learning. And in that case, we learn from data, we can use it for classification or for regression. If we have data without labels, just raw of data, then we are looking for some hidden similarity between this data, and we try to make islands or clustering, and then we find what are the common things between this data into that islands, and then we start to interpret or making the interpretation about why this data comes together, and then we try to find some clustering or some properties of this data, and then we can accumulate our knowledge about this data, available data. And then we have the semi-supervised learning. Semi-supervised learning is between this supervised and unsupervised. Sometimes we have data which was partially labeled, or we can have a reliable assumption about this data, about their distribution, their parameters, and then we can build more accurate models than unsupervised learning. Of course, unsupervised learning, it has also the power that we don't have to be biased with our assumptions. And finally, we have the reinforcement learning. In the reinforcement learning, we don't have actually in general, we don't need to have proper data, pre-data or historical data about the environment, but the intelligent agent will try to learn by itself by using the sum critic, by when they achieve the goal, then we give reward. When they fail, we give some punishment. When we repeat this thousands or hundreds of thousands or even millions of time, then the intelligent agent will build their own strategy in order, or business strategy in order to take in to achieve the required objectives. Okay, now the question, why AI and machine learning? Actually, now we have availability of a huge data, we have advanced telecommunication and computing facilities, we have new services coming on, new business models, we are looking for higher system performance and efficiency, like in smart grids. We have less operation costs, like in autonomous systems, new innovative products, and a huge revenue that we are looking for. And just to show, okay, now I achieved the 10 minutes. I just have 2 slides more. So just a few applications. So we have data mining, banking process, fraud, spam detection, stock market analysis and prediction, and many applications, just name it. So there is almost no branch in our life that was not influenced or impacted by machine learning and artificial intelligence. Okay. What is the relation between AI and machine learning? So you can see in this figure that AI is the umbrella that which contains the machine learning. So AI is related to taking like action or extracting information. After that, we take action in a proper way. So the machine learning, as you can see, it is part of the artificial intelligence. Deep learning is just part of machine learning. And then the machine learning extract information from data. It can be big data. Data can be from social networks or from databases, from sensors, and so on. Then it will give to the application. Okay. Why now? Simply, why now? Because we have the facilities becomes available. Like for example, after around 2005, it was possible to have like massive data transmission. Wireless communication becomes much more efficient than before, and also the computing becomes much more like powerful as well as cheap to do, and the storing facilities and so on. So we have a lot of technology advancement after 2005. So just to give numbers, during the last 20 years, the wireless data rates has been increased by more than 100,000 times. So compared to 2000 or 1999, and today that the data rate has been increased 100,000 times, and even in cheaper way. And also the peak computation capabilities during the last 60 years has been increased more than 100 million times. So you can see that this much fast like an advancement in the technology. However, I would like to mention here, most of the mathematical algorithms behind machine learning and AI, they are known for more than 50 years. So they are based on like probability models and linear algebra, and those algorithms are mature for more than 40 or 50 years. So they are not new from a mathematical point of view, but the application area is somehow recently started. Also, the accumulated knowledge of a human of understanding things is improved during the last time or the recently, and also new business opportunities. Okay, what is next? Currently, there is no almost any sector or branch in our life, in all levels, like individual, organizational, governmental, societal, are not affected by the new revolution of AI and machine learning. However, we are still in the crawling stage, so we are just scratching the surface. So the future will be fully impacted by this new technology. And finally, the conclusion, the topic of AI and machine learning is the topics there are very important and highly appreciated in labor market. It is highly recommended to learn the technology and understand their risks and opportunities. At University of Vaasa, we have a new artificial intelligence module where we have at least 3 courses. That it is a basic course, artificial intelligence. It is code is ICAT 1100, and we have the course, mathematical based course, ICAT 3120. Sorry, it is machine learning. And then we have the application oriented course, ICAT 3210. It is the applied machine learning course. So it is highly recommended for you to try to read and also participate in these courses and more. There is a huge available online material for free on YouTube, for example. So it is highly recommended that for all from all areas to study this very, very important technology. So what is next? As we said, that there is no sector will not be affected by our this technology, and but what I would like to finish with it. So this technology is a tool, so it can be done for better life, and it can be used to somehow distract our human values. So it depends on how we use it. So thank you very much, and I wish you success in this course. Thank you.